Hello, it's Kaz Young here from Property Zest Buyers Agency, and I'm here with a case study talking to you about this lovely little home that we bought for some investors in Woody Point in Brisbane. And this is this is the story of Jeremy and Steph, who came to us from Sydney. They had a budget of $750K to spend looking for an investment property for a medium to long-term buy and hold, and they wanted something within 25K of the Brisbane CBD that was immediately rentable. Now, their primary goals were good capital growth, good rental yield. So we did our location analysis with them, provided them with a report about the recommendations on locations they could look in. And after discussion of that, they decided to focus on that Redcliffe Peninsula area of Moreton Bay, which is a really nice little spot, close to the water, very commutable to Brisbane easily enough, and has quite a nice, good gentrifying demographic. See a lot of renovation development going on down there, people wanting to be by the water. So this property came along actually really quickly into their search. It was probably only 1 or 2 weeks into the search that this one popped up. Super buoyant and fast moving market at the time. And this little thing came up 500 metres water, like close to the water and the park there at Woody Point, very close to the schools, transport, the shops. The house itself, is a little post-war fibro house and on a 405 square metre block, which is actually a pretty common block size in Redcliffe, in the Redcliffe Peninsula areas, particularly as you get closer to the water. Those block sizes are around that 405. Big upsides on this was that it was very rentable as is, had nice polished boards, had a modern kitchen in it, so they could just put tenants straight into it. And you'd probably be looking at, in the future, doing something like bowling that house over and putting a contemporary home on it, being so close to the water there, but very rentable as is in the meantime. You can see that really nice modern kitchen in there, and you can see that proximity to the water there. And Woody Point being at that sort of, the Brisbane end of the Redcliffe Peninsula, nice and easy over the bridge and off you go into Brisbane. So the numbers themselves, I think it was just a standard for sale during that really fast-moving, buoyant market there. A lot of properties weren't advertised with a price point because they just couldn't even fathom the sorts of prices that they were getting. We estimated this one to be about 680 to 720, but realistically in that market, we knew we'd have to be with a 7 in front to have a real shot at it, particularly when there are multiple buyers around and things like that. We ended up purchasing at 713K. And the rental estimate on it was 400 to 430. So really happy with that little purchase. And the lovely Jeremy and Steph said to say, thank you, Gabriella. Our sincere and heartfelt thanks to both you and Karen for helping us on this journey. All accolades Zest has received are so well deserved. You've been thoroughly professional and very kind, answering all our many questions. And I'm sure the property will prove to be a robust investment. And indeed it will, Jeremy and Steph. And it was a pleasure to help you guys too. Don't forget, you can reach out to us if you're looking for any assistance in buying property in Brisbane or in the Sunshine Coast areas. Thanks, guys. Cheers.